I got an absolutely crazy 1 HP game in Clash Royale, also pushed up to the top 20 in the entire world. Today's video I'm gonna show if I was able to win the 1 HP game against one of the best expert players in the entire world, and also show you one more game against best players in the world. If you guys always want to be up to date on the channel and always want to know the best things in Clash Royale, make sure to subscribe, make sure to use Creator Good Mod in the shop, and I would say it's time we jump into that, and I'm gonna show you one of the best games of my completely Clash Royale career. So guys, I actually recorded this type of games already, but I will now go over them to just show you this type of games, because sometimes it's like for sure live gameplay is overall better, but this type of gameplay, like this type of 1 HP games as example, or like close games, they're not always happening when I'm recording live. Sometimes I like streaming a lot, sometimes just like sitting on my couch, but I think this kind of perspective is the best one. So here we go. So the draft always important, but also at the same time really boring. So I think it's like for me important to guys like to you guys show my draft overall, but at the same time I know it's a bit boring to see, but I still think it's really important for you guys to understand kind of why I'm doing certain things. So I'm gonna go here for the Fireball first. We had that kind of decision between Fireball and Log, and now I'm just gonna go for Wall Break and Miner because it was kind of obvious, right? I need to go in for a Miner type of control deck, and he goes in for a Log Bait deck. This will be an absolutely epic matchup. Miner control after the recent Miner buff, after the recent Miner nerf. I would have liked to see a buff against these good old Log Bait deck, but yeah, we're picking the Queen here. Because I just wanted to pick the Queen in case he picks Skeleton Barrel, which he's also picking, so that's absolutely incredible. He goes in for Double Barrel. Here we got the Miner Wall Break as the win condition. For me right now, it's pretty simple. I need to keep up with his cheap cycle, so I'm just gonna go for the Skeletons. I'm also gonna pick the Ice Bird, because also Ice Bird Skeletons, I thought about going for the Goblin Gang, maybe having more against the Skelly Barrel, but would just give him more golden net value, and I just feel like, okay, I'm gonna win this game with this type of cheap cycle. So he's gonna go for the Bomb Tower, and now I'm gonna think, okay, what could I do? And he will also go in for his Goblin Gang. So I thought, okay, maybe picking on Earthquake here in this type of situation would be a great choice, but or just going in for the Executioner. I picked the Earthquake, maybe the Executioner would have been the smarter choice. Executioner does get value a lot against everything, but I thought, okay, we're just gonna go for 2.6 extremely cheap cycle against Wallace, who is at 2,800 medals. So as you guys know, I'm currently top 20 in the world, so I'm chilling, I'm always pushing a bit a day, but also I need to say, currently I think I will also do a video about it tomorrow, but like not really too much, like too motivated right now playing Clash Royale. I'm like just doing, I'm still recording every single day. It's still fun when I'm recording, but it's not like that I grind as much as I used to be. I have like fun grinding as much as I used to be, so I'm like more outside, more chilling and watching series instead of like just like spending my time on Clash Royale, right? When I was like really grinding and loving the game, I was just like spending my whole day like basically doing Clash Royale, and now I kind of see me doing other stuff instead of like playing Clash Royale, watching series, I don't know, like doing something else than just playing the game. So I'm just gonna go for the Miner here. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Bird. And yeah, we don't really have too much against the Skelly Barrel, so Skelly Barrel can be annoying, but Earthquake for sure does well in triple XM, especially against his Goblin Gang. I'm just gonna split up my my Wall Break, and he goes in for Darkon. Darkon will be able to finish off both of them, and I need to go now in for my Archer Queen here. I'm also gonna go Skeletons. I think that was the perfect choice here because my Archer Queen still counter pushing, and I just need to be a bit careful with Golden Knight Rascals overall. But the good thing is, my good old Miner will be guaranteed to get a ton of chip damage, at least in double or triple XM. So it's a bit of unfortunate because I need to use my Bane Barrel here, but I'm really happy that I decided to pick like Skeletons and Ice Bird. Allows me to cycle so quick, which is absolutely important against him. So I'm just gonna go for the Ice Bird here. Miner is also chipping away, at least now a bit. We're just gonna get damage here with the Miner, but the Bomb Tower comes down, which is also good for me because it's like really huge overcommit spending, which he didn't really want to do. And I think right now I can just go on for the Skeletons here, and now I need to relax. I'm just gonna go for Bane Barrel here and Ice Bird there. Really good Ice Bird here. And honestly, I can just go in for Miner Wall Break again. I'm just gonna go take Skeletons here, and I know I will take some damage. But he goes in for a Log, which basically means we do get one huge Wall Break connector top of the tower, and also being able to get like a solid amount of pressure there elixir waste. So I'm just gonna go and using my Ice Bird now. Ice Bird is coming down here to distract that. I'm also gonna go for the Bane Barrel. Bane Barrel is coming down. I'm also using another miner here. Earthquake is coming down, hopefully allowing me to get some damage or forcing out more licks with the bomb tower. And just instantly going in for another miner. The Cycle is absolutely crazy, but he still needs to defend the Arch Queen. But I think he's doing a mistake right now. Yeah, he plays his Rascals too late, so he's actually kinda like taking so much damage, right? You should, like, Queen is of course not as strong as it used to be anymore, but you should not underestimate her. So I'm just gonna go in for the Fireball here, I'm just gonna go in for my Barbarian Ball here, and now I'll just go instant for Skeletons, try to retarget that. I'm just gonna go for the Iceberg here. Also Iceberg works out, and now it's time for me to go in for another Wall Break. I'm also gonna go for the Miner, and look at this Miner, guys. This Miner is absolutely unbelievable, and this is an absolutely immense, big, huge wall breaker connection. I got a bit lucky there, to be fair, but I don't really care. So using my Queen once again in the back just to cycle as quick as I can. I don't really want to overcommit there with a Fireball. And now this was a really horrible push, man. This push puts me in a bad position because I know the Miner just gets one shot, and now I still need to commit there. So I'm just kind of waiting there, and for sure when I played my Barbarian Ball, he goes in for the Scalable Bridge, which is unfortunate. Let's go for Skeletons here. I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake here. I'm gonna go for the Fireball, really good Fireball time. I'm also gonna make sure I'm just gonna go for the Iceberg here to kill the last Goblin. And here I need to go in for Skeletons. I'm just gonna go in for Wall Breaker here to kite. And this Dart Golem will put me in some trouble. I need to go in for an Earthquake here. Earthquake is coming down. No, I'm just gonna go in for the Miner here. Miner hopefully gets connection to the tower here. We do get a sub here on Twitch, which is absolutely crazy because they're also live streaming currently in German. But if you guys want to check it out for the gameplay, it's absolutely massive. And also look at this. Look at this. This was an absolutely crazy Iceberg connection, which is really important this type of scenario because we got the damage advantage and we can just basically spell cycle him soon. So I'm just gonna go for the Wall Breaker here. Going for a great Miner. Perfect Earthquake, making sure to kill the Dark Bomb, also getting a Miner on top of the tower. I'm just gonna go for the Fireball here, and now just time for me to go for Iceberg plus Skeletons. And now it's time, go for the EQ. Martin Royale takes it. Great win. So guys, we're in a game here versus Badfest, and he's just gonna pick Poison first, which is I think a solid decision to be fair, but of course also allows us to just go in for the Fireball there. And now we're going for the Monk. I just like Monk. There's Hunter on like in play. There's also the Archers, Rascals, which so it's guaranteed value for my Monk. So Poison's not there. He goes in for the Tesla. Really interesting because I mean the reason why he picks Tesla for sure is the Tesla one trick. He is considered to be one of the best Axel players on the planet right now, and also there's no cannon, no bomb tower, so having a Tesla in the deck makes it already in a really good thing. So I'm just gonna go use my cannon card here because Monk cannon card is just one of the best combinations in the entire game. And I'm using here my Rascals because I kind of want to take advantage of in this type of position to pick my Rascals because there's no lock available, there's no Barbarian Ball, which is not even that great, there's no delivery, there's no arrows, and also I have the Monk, so just like really good. I mean, Poison still kills it, but on offense, I just think it's like overall the defensive value you're gonna get out of that is absolutely crazy. He goes on for the Snowball, makes sense, right? It looks like a really normal Miner control deck so far, and he. Yeah, oh no, I'm on there, so I'm just gonna go here for, like, here's a Valkyrie also in this deck, which makes sense, right? I'm just gonna go for the Cage for plus Bandit. Why do I go for Cage plus Bandit? Because I'm kind of worried at this point that he goes in for, like, Royal Hawks. I mean, I still have Fireball, but I kind of want to have a Cage because also good against Warrior Giant. And he goes in for his Miner there. And this is really crazy because look at this deck, guys. It looks like a really normal Miner control deck. But for me, it's kind of obvious, right? What can I go for? I could go in for the Elixir Golem, doesn't make sense. Giant doesn't really make too much sense. Could I go for Hoggies? Doesn't make sense against Snowball plus Valk. So there's the only real option is for me the Royal Giant. So I do pick the Royal Giant here. And now I'm kind of gonna think, okay, what can I pick as the last card? But it's honestly, I just thought, okay, maybe Archers, because Archers, he doesn't have like Fireball, he doesn't have arrows, so they might get immense value. But after like watching this again, I should have most likely picked the Eastbird, because Eastbird is just doing a great job overall, or like the Zap. Eastbird or Zap would have been in play, because Fireball plus Zap kills the Hunter, and Mighty Miner was still on play, so I should have picked Eastbird, or most likely Zap would have been a way better choice. So this is a mistake on my end, this happens, but this is kind of why you want to rewatch your games once again, over and over again, to kind of learn why you're doing this type of mistakes and kind of learn why did you lose. Did you lose this type of games because you were just drafting poorly, or you were playing in a bad way? And this is what you need to always consider and what you always need to find out. So I'm just gonna drop here my Bandit bag. Using my Monk for sure, want to get advantage of my Bandit for sure. Bandit, this type of deck doesn't really work too well. Was kind of setting up for any type of like bridge spam deck, but at the end, like, he picked like a ton of cards which were really good against my Warrior Hawks, so I had to kind of find another way to hopefully break through his defense. So I'm just gonna go in here for, I thought about going back for Royal Giant or for like Rascals, but he goes in for his Mighty Miner, so that's pretty good for us, pretty solid so far. And for me, it's pretty obvious that I'm just gonna go split my archers here, just to make sure to respond that. And now I thought, okay, I can just go safely for a Royal Giant, right? If I go Royal Giant, what do I need to worry about, right? I just outcycle this Mighty Miner, but you guys will see something now, which I've never seen before. Because I can just go for the Bandit here, and look at this. Bro, you had the Mighty Miner on the map 1 second earlier. But it's there again, and nothing I can really do. I could go now for my Monk at the bridge, which I'm also gonna do, but afterwards. If the bad thing is the Valkyrie was also going opposite lane, so my Monk is doing a horrible job here. Getting no value, and this is why we're struggling, no damage so far. And the question is, how do we break through his defense? He has Tesla, he has the Mighty Miner, he has Poison. Also, what is really annoying in this type of matchup, it's like a Fire Spirit. Fire Spirit consistently getting chip damage. He has also Valk plus Mighty Miner, because normally our deck does work pretty well against one small tank like Knight Valkyrie, because we got the Cannon Cut, we got the Rascals, and we got the Bandit. So really bridge frame oriented Royal Giant deck, but he got like 2 mini tanks, which makes it almost impossible for us to break through. So good archers, to be fair. For sure the Miner with nerf is like really helping us in this type of situation. I'm just gonna go for the Monkey at the bridge. And of course, it's really important for us to get value out of our Monk as much as we can, because Monk is just like our only real reliable damage source in this type of matchup. We're just gonna go for the Bandit here. We didn't pick up the Miner. He goes in for this good old friend Mighty Miner back. I'm just gonna set up like this with a Cannon Cut opposite lane. Really good Ice Spirit, I mean Fire Spirit, yeah, not Ice Spirit. I'm just gonna go for the Rascals here at the bridge. He goes for immediately gonna poison that, which makes sense. But I kind of had the hope, okay, maybe killing it. And this actually was a really smart Bandit on my end. But look at the Tesla plus Mighty Miner just shredding absolutely everything. And I'm just going to go for another Monkey. I thought about now maybe going in for the Cannon Card there, but I went for a Royal Giant. But it wasn't way too aggressive commitment. I shouldn't have never not done that. And look at this, like we are like really far behind now. I mean, we're like 500 or like 400 damage behind. But also, I mean, he got Miner Poison, right? So we need to get a really good push going. Otherwise, we're just straight up losing. So that was a really interesting Miner, but at the end it was not a bad Miner, since now the Hunter will actually get a damage lead, or will give him a damage lead on the right hand side from my perspective. But he needs to really overcommit on this side, so I'm just gonna go for my Monk here, using the ability when his tower targets my Monk. And I'm just gonna go for the Rascals here at the bridge, and I think is he gonna go for, he can just go in for no, he goes in for a poison. Okay, this was like kind of surprising poison from him, but seemed like he didn't really have too much against that. Now I'm just gonna go for another Cannon Cut here, but we can't go in for a Royal Giant bridge. It wouldn't really make sense. So we're just gonna go once again, trying the same thing over and over again. And now I'm just gonna go in here for a ban in the right lane. Maybe like the Bandits, I know they're not gonna break through, but my only real way of like kind of maybe punish his opponent's Saga, or maybe bait out also defensive minus is really it here. So I'm just gonna go for my archers here. I was gonna go for another CC here. Cannon Cut's coming down. I'm just gonna go for another sort of Rascals, which was absolutely cool. And I think now I'm just gonna go for another Warrior Giant here, because I know he needs to defend both sides. So I'm just gonna go for a Bandit here on the left, making sure that we may get some like chip damage here. So he goes in for his Mighty Miner here, but we are like really looking good. So the Cannon Cut goes on top of the tower, gets like few major shots, and we are right now not really too much behind, because I know I can just go in for the Warrior Giant here to tank for the Valkyrie, and also applying pressure, using my Monk here to get some damage. And I know, okay, I need to kill that. He was using a defensive Miner, which was his mistake, because now I can just go for Fireball. He goes on for the Poison, but the question is, what is doing more damage? Poison, Snowball, or Fireball? I'm just gonna go for the Cannon Cut, which just try to pressure. He goes on for defensive Miner, 1 HP, 1 HP. Magic Archer gets a shot. Magic Archer gets a shot. Magic Archer gets a shot. Oh no, that was a different game, but we won this game by 1 HP. This is what we want to see. Life is fair sometimes. I mean, after like losing the 1 HP game against Surge, I got this one back after 4 years in a way less important mid-ladder season game. But at the end I got it back. That's important. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Did you ever win or lose with 1 HP? This is the major question, so let me know in the comment section. You can also find out with this type of questions if you watch this video until the end. And I would say I'm out. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Goodbye.